Alright, yo, welcome back to the fourth part. Yeah, fourth part of the New Game Casual Guide. Um, just gonna pick up where we left off. We just did Stronghold, and Urius after Moreau. We are heading towards Factor. Here you're gonna get a little slowdown. We don't know of any way to skip this slowdown yet. There are some slowdowns that we do skip later on. That one we have not figured out yet. Come up here, you're gonna put the Giant's Chalice in here. Skip this, and then just so that you don't get lost, because I've done it before. I think everyone's done it, honestly. The way that this thing exits is the way that the horseshoe is pointing. Here, you're gonna see the elevator skip a little bit. I meant to point it out earlier, but once it skips, you're gonna want to start pause buffering. I think that there's one big pause, which is the one after the skip. I think there's one more small one as well, but as long as you get the first big one, you should be okay. We get to go hang out with our boy Heisenberg. Got the best voice acting. Here, there's two different paths you can take here. You can either go around the right of this junk pile or the left. It doesn't really matter. I think it's about the same. I go left personally. Here, you're gonna squeeze through here, grab this gunpowder on the shelf, and turn right and go through the door. Turn here, interact with this. We're gonna go to the cutscene with Sturm. Skip again. Just holding W here. Turn right after you jump through the window. Crouch into that. Jump down here. So this ledge up here can be a little bit troll. I have a way of doing it consistently. You just might need to practice it a little bit. You come here. This one control a little bit, not as hard as the first one. The way that I get up this one all the time is run left. I'm only holding W and shift here. I'm not pressing any strafe buttons. When you're going up these things, do not press strafe buttons. They will bug it out. Run left and then just turn right into it, only holding W. Again, I do the same thing here. I turn right, but right before I hit the ledge, I press crouch. Okay, it's trolling me. Right there. I just kind of spam crouch a few times. And that works almost all the time. Make sure you grab the metal scrap out of this car here. This ledge can still troll you sometimes. It's so buggy, it's really annoying. But the most consistent way I found to do it is like that. Just press crouch as you're about to hit it. And only hold W. Do not press strafe buttons. So these three guys here, you can get through these guys without switching your FPS. But to be safe, I would recommend switching your FPS here. Makes it easier to squeeze past them. If you really want to, you can shoot them with a shotgun if you want. But it's not necessary, like, at all. Shoot, like, one of them with a shotgun. Don't unload. We do need our shotgun ammo in factory. Quite a bit. Although I have a lot of shotgun ammo right now. I'm not sure why I have so much extra at the moment. I must have picked up some extra earlier in the run or something. Usually entering factory, I would have 7 extra. I have 10 extra this time. So we're gonna go through here. Factory is where your runs can die pretty hard. You're gonna shoot this as soon as you can. Grab the gunpowder. Here, this is optional, but I would recommend switching to 30 FPS for these guys. I also would recommend having your shotgun out and shooting if you can. I don't think you need to shoot if you're on 30 like that. I kind of just ran past him. If you can't switch to 30 though on COTS or something, I would recommend shooting the back guy to move him out of the way. Let me do that one more time. Let me see what it looks like if you don't switch to 30. But I know if you don't switch to 30, you kind of have to shoot. Again, shoot that as early as you can. Grab the gunpowder. Yeah, so you do kind of have to shoot if you don't switch to 30. It's pretty free if you switch to 30 FPS though. Here, we're just gonna follow this line. Hit the door. Once this guy opens, once I'm right here, I do switch to 30 for these guys because this guy in the doorway can block you. I go around right of this guy. And then after I'm past him, I switch back to 120. Around here, now we're going up to get the horse mold. This staircase control you, so you can strafe up if you want. You run around the left of that guy. Once you get to these two guys, I would highly recommend switching to 30. If you're on console, just shoot the right guy with the shotgun and run past if you can't switch to 30. Switch to 120. Once you get through this door, there's going to be a checkpoint reload we're going to do. Right there. You see it pop. And this is going to reset where the enemies are in that hallway, which is important for when we have to go back out. Holding forward and right, coming out of that loading screen. These mold boxes, you can do the pause trick with, so you're going to interact with it and then pause for a second. Then you can grab it immediately. And right here, again, we're going to come out here. Once we get here, we're going to switch to 30. You can run past this guy on 120 actually, but it's 30 just for safety. And if we didn't reload that checkpoint in the room, these guys would be like in the doorway, like blocking us and shit. So you want to reload that checkpoint in the room. Come here. Put the mold in. You can grab this chem fluid if you want. Or an extra heal if you got fucked up or something. Then we're just waiting for this. This next room is pretty difficult. You want to kind of be closer to the door. You can grab it and turn around and go immediately. Put the horse relief in. There's a guy up here at the top of these stairs. You can just run to his left, even on 120. Drop down here. So this room, you can shoot these lights if you want, if you're having trouble, but you really don't need to. There's like a rhythm to them. This I'm gonna have to wait. There's a rhythm to them. I'm gonna have to wait here. I'm gonna get hit. This guy, I would recommend shooting every time. And that's what it looks like. That was like okay, but I had to wait twice. If you get a good rhythm in them, you can only wait like one time. Or you can just kind of, you can shoot them if you want. But that's only if you're really struggling. I wouldn't really, like, I'm gonna have to wait for this or I'm gonna get hit. I think I'm gonna get hit here. Yeah. So if you think you're gonna get hit, just wait, because if you get hit by these, it's a pretty big time loss. Like the animation is really long. This one's slow. You can almost always run by that first one. This one as well. I think I can run that one. Yep. I'm gonna have to wait this. There you go. Again, if you think you're gonna get hit, just wait a second for it. It's not worth getting hit. I think I'm gonna get hit. Did not get hit by that. That was pretty lucky. So that was a really good one. That's what a really good one looked like. I didn't have to wait for any of them. But cutting it close like that, you know, is dangerous, because if you do get hit, you're gonna lose time. As you see. And I'll just continue after this run through. Kind of have to adapt to this. And sometimes you're gonna lose time here. I have to wait for this. I really like, we actually skipped this room on glitched, which is really nice, because I don't like doing that room. You always want to shotgun that guy at the end of there, though, because he will block you. Come here. We're going to unlock this door as we walk past it, so that it's unlocked for us later. Now we're going down here to get the cog mold. There's going to be 2 lights on this door. Want to shoot? You want to shoot them as soon as you can see them, so that the door is opening as you're running up. Again, interact with this and pause. Unlock this. Come here and put the cog mold in. While this cog mold is smelting, this guy's going to come mess with you. If you stand in this spot, I'll show you and just wait until he starts his attack animation. Then you can go grab it and you'll be fine. So I'm just going to wait until he starts his attack animation like that. Run over and we're totally fine. Grab the cog mold. Turn around. We're good. That is 100% consistent. As long as you do that right, that guy should never mess with you. Put the cog in, flip the lever. Make sure you're facing back right so you can go as fast as you can when you get out of the animation. Here on these cabinets, we can do the pause trick. We need this mine in this cabinet. Make sure you do not forget this. You don't have to pause for this long. I was just explaining. But yeah, interact, pause. Grab that gunpowder if you want an extra one to be safe. You don't need it though. On here, you want to have your pipe bombs out here. Once you get around this corner, look up, throw the pipe bomb, and it's going to break the lights. Sometimes you will get trolled like this. This door with the pipe bombs is super buggy. If you get trolled really hard by this and like none of the lights break, it's just unlucky. It's really just unlucky, and you'll have to shoot them with your pistol. Don't reset checkpoint if they don't break or anything. Just shoot them with your pistol. Sometimes you'll get all of them. Sometimes you'll get screwed over. See, that was good. There's a mine here. We need this mine. Do not forget to grab this mine. Right here, you can run through that guy. Just following this line. Right here, we're going to have our pipe bombs out again. We're going to throw it over this thing to hit this red door. Make sure when you do this that you don't walk too far forward too fast here because you'll get hit by your pipe bomb. You'll get knocked over. I'm going to show this whole section one more time. Grab this mine. Don't need that gunpowder. It's optional. If you forgot to grab one earlier in the run or something. Here, we're going to throw the pipe bomb up. Make sure you aim it high. Again, like sometimes you're going to get this. It's just extremely unlucky if it happens. Grab the mine. The pipe bomb on this door up here always works though. It's just the first one that will mess up sometimes. Follow the line. Take this. Throw it over this. Make sure you don't walk into your pipe bomb. You're going to press this button here. Turn around. And grab this shotgun ammo here. This is not a time loss because we have to wait for this bridge to come down. And then this gem is important. You need to grab this gem. It's worth 10k. We need this money. There's a gunpowder here. It's free. Grab that. You do need that. I think that's one of the gunpowder you need to grab. Come here. You're going to have your shotgun out here. You can hit 2 of these at a time. You can even hit up to 3 at a time. And then just hug the door. Okay, that was a lot. I'm going to show this whole section one more time. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So this is after we did the second pipe bomb. Gonna press that. Come grab the shotgun ammo while we wait. Get the gem down. Grab that. Grab this gunpowder. Pull out your shotgun. Again. Break 2. Sometimes you'll get 3 if you're really lucky, but it's rare. And then you're good. Coming up is one of the harder rooms in the game. I see a lot of people struggle with it. I'll try to show. I'll show 2 different strats for it. I'm gonna recommend my strat, but there's like I guess a safer strat. Even though I still see people get screwed over with the safer strat, more than I do with my strat even. You have to be able to aim pretty quickly though with my strat. Might be more difficult on console or on controllers. Again, just taking this path to ignore all these enemies. Crouch through here. When you drop down off this thing, your crosshair is going to disappear. I usually will hip fire here to get it back because I need it right here. You got to come up here. And I aim quickly, shoot this one. Aim and shoot that one. And then this is my strat to shoot those two. I'm showing my strat first, the faster strat. Come up here. Once you get around this corner, right here, you're going to be looking up to shoot that. Come here. Once you get about here, where you can see that, you're going to want to shoot that. If you miss a shot on that, you're going to get trolled. And then you're just going to run to the ladder and climb up. Even if the guys jump in front of you there, at the last second, you can just run up and climb anyways. So, I'll show the safer strat now. Which is the same way you shoot those two. But instead, you run left over here to shoot that one. And this is the same, except you're not going to shoot a light here. Because you shot it out at the bottom. This light you're going to shoot in the same spot. And then you're going to wait a little bit to make sure that the ladder is activated by the time you run up there. So he jumped early. So people say this is a safer strat. But personally, I don't like this strat. I don't like waiting. I think it makes them jump up faster. So I'm going to highly recommend the first strat I showed, which I'm going to show here again. I'm just going to continue after this. Which is, okay, not being the worst player in the entire universe. You're going to run in. Shoot this one. Run forward a little more. Shoot the bottom one. Once you get to like the break in the railing here, shoot that one. Right here, shoot this one. And then just run up to the ladder. Again, if this guy jumps, it doesn't matter. Just walk past. Interesting. I wonder if reloading the checkpoint has something to do with this ladder not activating on time. Because I always have the ladder activated there. When I run up to it. On actual runs. I know reloading checkpoints does break some stuff in this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if it messes with this for some reason. Interesting. Super interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put a clip over this of at the end of this of what that's supposed to look like. I think reloading the checkpoint is messing with the timing, but usually you will not have to wait for that ladder if you do that strat. Usually you just run up and climb up it immediately. This fan here, we're gonna let this fan carry us until we're like a little bit into the spot where it slows us down. So you're gonna go really fast, and then you're gonna slow down, and then just a little bit after you slow down, I shoot it. I'm really curious now about that fan room, actually. It's definitely, the only thing I can think of is the checkpoint reloading. This I strafe into, so you can grab it a little bit earlier. Very interesting with that fan room. On normal runs where I'm not reloading a checkpoint there, I never have any issues climbing that ladder. That delay there was huge. Really weird. I swear I'm not capping. That's the strat. That was the last of the pistol ammo we needed, by the way. So if you have any extra pistol ammo now, just shoot it out. Again, we're gonna interact with this. Pause for a second.
Poor Papa. You're the only one who doesn't see your kid's power.
Come up here, hit this lever.
I'd like to see you try.
This is the part of the run where you can actually get super trolled. Like, you can lose runs here for sure. We have a lot of shotgun ammo going into this. I don't know why we have so much shotgun ammo this run. Kind of insane. Usually I will have like 5 or 6 here. I have 12 though. When you come in here, make sure you're looking at the B4 button. We need to go to B4. You can ADS to make sure that you're hitting this one as well. You don't need to, but just be safe. Gonna hug this and head out left. These guys we didn't kill earlier, so they're gonna be in the doorway again. Going to again recommend going to 30 FPS here. Again, you can get trolled. This is where the runs can die, unfortunately. Like, that's not too big of a deal. Okay, there's gonna be a guy, the drill guy here. I don't even know the names of them, but you have 2 options here. You can either try to shoot his heart with the shotgun from a little bit far away, or you can wait for him to attack and hug left. And you can wait for him to attack and hug left if the shotgun shot fails. So I always try the shotgun shot, but if it fails to stagger him, like I did there, then I'll wait for him to swing to the side like that, and then you can run on his left. And that's consistent. He'll do that every time. If you don't get the stagger with the shotgun. Here, there's going to be a guy on the other side of this door. You need to have your shotgun out here. And as soon as you go through the door, you just shoot him and he'll stagger. Just hip fire him and he'll stagger. That's consistent as well. He'll do that every time. Put the key mold in. While the key mold is crafting, you want to kill this guy. If you don't have enough shotgun ammo, you can sniper him as well. You need this heart though. You have to get this heart. There's going to be a guy that comes to the door. I will usually sniper this guy so he's not in the way anymore. It makes this part a little more consistent. And then you want to have your sniper out again. Or your shotgun, sorry. Right here. Okay, that's a first. That is a first. Let's restart that. So when he was pressed up against the door there, I should have adapted and let him open the door so I could shoot him. Okay, we're back quite a bit. That's okay though. I kind of wanted to show this whole area again anyways. Here we have the 2 trolls. Gonna go to 30. That guy got staggered there by the first guy falling back, which is lucky. Again, this guy, we're gonna try to stagger him, but if he doesn't stagger, just run past. Don't shoot again for no reason as well. Probably not advisable. These 2 guys are gonna be in slightly different positions sometimes, but you can always run past them. This guy should always stagger with a hipfire shot. With the key mold in. Like I said, if you want to snipe this guy, you can. If you don't have a lot of shotgun ammo. We have a lot of extra sniper ammo in the run. Grab the heart, you need it for money. I kind of want to snipe this guy so he's not in the way. And then right here, that's what should happen. That guy should open the door. It's because I was up against the door too fast. That guy should push the door open like that every time. And then you shotgun him and it staggers him back and you can run past on his right. This will be the last time that I show this because this checkpoint is really far back. Let's see if I can get this guy to stagger again into his buddy. Switch to 30. Okay, so if you shoot aim for the first guy there. Aim for the first guy. And hopefully it staggers into his buddy. If not, you might have to block it there. Again, no stagger on this guy. It's fine, just run on his left. I've only ever gotten that guy to stagger from the shot like once or twice. But you don't lose time going for it. Shotgun out here. Stagger this guy. Key mode. If you have shotgun ammo, just shotgun him. If not, just a sniper, it doesn't matter. I don't want this guy to be dead here. So he's not in the way. You don't have to kill that guy, but I would recommend it. It makes it a lot easier to get out of this room. Grab the key. Wait for him to hit the door open. Stagger him back. That's unlucky. He was a little more forward than normal. So he body blocked me for a second, but it's okay. Okay, so when we get up here, there's going to be the first armored guy. He can do two things here. He can either be more forward, in which you can just run right and run around him, or he can be further back. If he's further back, you want to switch to 30 FPS, run up, block a hit from him, and then run past him. Let's see what he does for us. So he's far back here. I'm actually glad he's far back here so I can show this instead. So we're going to switch to 30. Run up, block a hit. If you try to go on his right before blocking a hit, he's going to hit you. And then go back to 120. I don't know where my checkpoint is. I want to show if he's more far forward. Is this going to put me all the way back to the beginning of the dark area? It is. All right. We won't reload this checkpoint again. We'll just continue after this time. I wanted to show what it looks like if he's further ahead though. As you see, his buddy didn't get staggered that time. So I don't know. Random little troll things can happen in factory, unfortunately. If you have a good run and you're going into factory, you're Monk W. Oh, that time he actually got staggered. That's nice. It's a little bit faster if he gets staggered. Again, just path around these guys wherever they happen to be. Go here. Kill this guy. Grab the heart. I'm gonna kill this guy. He dies in one sniper shot. We're waiting for this. I explained this section so many times, but it's really easy to lose time here. I've never seen him that far forward, but if he is further forward, just keep shotgunning him and he'll get pushed back more and more. Let's see. Okay, he's far back again. But basically, if he's further forward, you go around right like this. You can do that. If he's a little bit further back, you can wait for him like that as well. Or you could do the blocking the hit. It's up to you. It might be faster to wait for him to walk forward if he's not that far back. Sometimes he's super far back. If he's super far back, you probably just want to switch to 30 FPS and block the hit and run past. And then these guys again, have your shotgun out, and I'd recommend probably going to 30 FPS to pass these guys. I got lucky there, but yeah, it's just the same shit as when you came in. Okay, for this guy, you're gonna want to get close to him, switch to 30 FPS, and block a hit. And then run right. And just hold into him and you should be able to pass. If you're on console and you're stuck on 60 FPS, I don't know how you get past that guy. I'm going to be honest. You might be able to do it on 60. I'm not 100% sure, but we have to switch to 30 to do it on PC. Switch here. Or not switch. Press B1 there. We're going to go back to the top. While you're in this elevator, you need to open your inventory, go right, and make 3 pipe bombs. Go left, and equip your mines. I mean, you want to do it much faster than that, obviously. I was just showing. But basically, open your inventory, go right, click this a bunch, and then go here, and equip your mines. And at this point in the run, if you've picked up all the items that I've shown, all the metal scrap and the gunpowder, we even have 2 extra gunpowder. But you should have 5 pipe bombs right now. If you picked up all the metal scrap shown in the run, you should have 5 pipe bombs right now. And 3 mines as well, as long as you didn't miss any mines. Now we're about to go into the Sturm fight. Use this key here. Sturm is easy, but he can troll you sometimes. I think I know how to avoid the troll. I think we figured it out. He used to just not take damage from the pipe bomb sometimes, but I think we figured out we have to throw the pipe bombs behind him. We're gonna come here. Gonna get as close as we can without getting hit and place the mines. Run back, pull out your pipe bombs, and then throw the pipe bombs behind him. The pipe bombs have to be behind him, and you're gonna throw 3 of them. As you see, yeah, I got trolled. I think you want to throw them low, not high. I think it's easier to get them behind him if you throw them low. So that was a bad example. But that is an example of what can happen if you mess up the pipe bombs. Again, get pretty close without getting hit, obviously. Let him hit the mines. And then we're going to throw pipe bombs behind him. 3 of them. And he's dead. It is easier to get them to bounce behind him if you throw them low. Not high. I'll show you what happens if you place the mines too far away as well. If I like don't go forward enough, I place the mines here. This might have been close, actually. Yeah, that was close. Let me see. Because I used to place the mines too far when I first started running this. Basically, he'll take like 5 seconds or more to hit them. Yeah, those are pretty far. Yeah, see, he's gonna do this. He's gonna do this really long charge up, which yeah, it takes forever. So you want to make sure you're placing the mines close enough that he hits them on the first little step he takes. Again, you're doing the crouch trick to place the mines faster by holding guard. Wait till he hits the mines. Throw 3 pipe bombs behind him. And he's dead. Once you kill him, you want to try to push him this way. I ran through him that time. But try to push him towards the door. Grab his treasure when he blows up. And then turn around and leave the room. Oh, if you've used extra sniper ammo, by the way. There is... If you have less than 10 here, I would probably grab these. There's 10 here. I'd recommend grabbing that if you have less than 10 extra. Just to make sure you have enough to finish the run. If you fuck up your pipe bombs there, and he has a lot of HP left, you can kind of try to finish him with a shotgun if you have extra shotgun ammo or the sniper. I wouldn't recommend resetting the checkpoint unless he has a retarded amount of HP left. Because if you reset the checkpoint, you're gonna lose a lot of time compared to just like trying to finish him off with a gun. Here we're gonna interact with this door, skip the cutscene, pull this off, and now we're going into the Heisenberg fight. Everyone kind of has their own way of doing the Heisenberg fight. There's no like set strat for it. For the tank part at least. For the second part there is a strat. But the tank part is personal preference on how you do it. I'll show you the way that I do it. But everyone has their own strat. For this part, you're going to spawn facing this way. You can either walk into the elevator like normal or drive into it. But that's like 2 or 3 seconds slower than blasting yourself into it. The lineup that I use is I aim for the tip of this like barrel right here, this fat part of the barrel, and shoot, and you'll always get knocked into the elevator. Just don't move before you do it. Just turn around when you get in the tank and shoot that, and you should be good every time. Right here we have a pretty big pause buffer. After you see the bottom side of this pipe right here, this thing, you're gonna go into this red area. Once you, a little bit after you go, see, huge load right there. Saves a lot of time. Once you see the gate, I don't usually do this, but you can if you want. The knockback from the cannon is less on lower frame rates. You can switch to 30, shoot the cannon, and then start going forward again, and then switch back to 120. You don't have to do that though, it barely saves any time. Once we get out of here, there's going to be a checkpoint reload. And what that reload is going to do is it's going to spawn Heisenberg in immediately, and it's going to reload our cannon. And then after that, I'm just going to kind of show you how I do the Heisenberg fight. Interesting. Okay, that normally doesn't happen. His light on his left arm is broken. Interesting. I guess it doesn't really matter, but so that's unlucky. The light didn't break from that. Usually I want the light to break from that cannon shot. So that was a really slow Heisenberg, because the light didn't break from the cannon shot. I'm strafing left while I'm doing this so that I can shoot him to the right with the cannon. Wait, that light didn't break. What the fuck? Wait, that light like broke but then came back because he staggered. He's doing weird stuff right now. I actually have never seen that happen. Maybe I'm trolling. Oh, I am trolling because I reset all of his lights. There we go. It broke that time. This is what we want to happen. This is how my normal Heisenberg goes. So that's my usual Heisenberg. He phases over here. So the closer you can get him to die right here, the faster it'll be, because he's gonna have to slowly walk over to that spot. Yeah, that's probably the worst part of my strat that I do, is that he doesn't die where he phases. And once he says the clock is ticking, then it's phased, and you finish this part. I'll try to explain a little more. I'll do it one more time, and I'll explain why I'm doing what I'm doing in my strat. You might want to mess with this Heisenberg fight or look at other people's strats, because I don't know if mine's the best, honestly. I've timed it, and it's probably 3 seconds slower than, like, maybe the fastest strat. But it's kind of preference, I don't know. I can do this pretty consistently, so I haven't worried about it too much. So when I first start this, I shoot the cannon at his bottom light. He has 2 different attacks. He'll either put his left arm in front of it. If he does that, I have to shoot, like, under his left arm to make sure it hits the light. And if he doesn't, then it's just a free shot. So I'll show you that. See, right there, he kind of blocked it, so I had to shoot under it. Then I shoot his left, shoot his right, shoot the bottom, shoot this until the cannon reloads. Once the cannon reloads, I shoot that. Unlucky it didn't break. During this part, you have to shoot his, like, face to get that to end. Do this. That's over. So yeah, my strat's pretty consistent. The only inconsistent part of my strat is sometimes this light won't break when I cannon it, and I don't know why. I think everyone's Heisenberg strat has some, like, little inconsistencies though, because it's just a weird fight. You're gonna have to practice it for sure. Right here, after he hits you, you cannon his head. And then you're gonna want to pull out your pipe bombs. This is where we use our last 2 pipe bombs. So right here, after I regain control, he has iframes for a little bit, so you can't throw your pipe bombs too soon. You'll see his animation, like, freeze and then, like, jerk again. I don't know. It's pretty noticeable in game when the iframes end, but you'll have to get used to paying attention to that, and then throw your pipe, like, a little bit before that, so it blows up after it ends, like that. And then wait a second to throw your next one. If you throw your second one too early, and then this should take 3 shots. If you did it wrong, it's going to take 4 shots. If you timed the pipe bombs right, it should only take 3 sniper shots. And then you want to grab the sniper ammo there, grab the sniper ammo here. And then wait for him to finish it. I don't want to restart checkpoint and show that again because I don't want to have to do the tank part again. So if you need to see that again, just rewind the video. So you want to hear my voice crack again? Click W. Yeah, you just have to get used to timing the pipe bombs. So that basically, if you throw the first one too early, it's gonna hit his iframes. If you throw the second one too early, the first one's gonna blow up the second one too far away from him, and it's not gonna do full damage. And then here, you can just stand here and spam F, and you'll get the treasure. And that is the end of the factory, by the end of this part. If you have any questions, I didn't explain anything well, leave it in the comments. Join the Village Speedrunning Discord. Ask me in there. Ask anyone in there. A lot of helpful people in there. And peace. We're going to finish this up in the next part with Chris and Miranda. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.